back now. Two of them, they're racing really hard. Be careful with them, guys.
come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Well, hello. Well, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Shalom. All right, so today, supposedly, I mean, I say supposedly, but I'm pretty confident that we are getting the test track relatively soon. I don't think we have it yet, or access to it, but I do believe we are going to have access to it shortly. I think we'll get on here. We'll do a little bit of, BSing. We'll talk shop, and then we'll jump into the test track. And I'm assuming it'll be treated like a regular track where you can host the custom lobby. I don't know why it would be a single-player only thing. That would be strange, but anyway, what's going on? Texer, Oil Slick, Trev, Cool Mods, Captain Crunch, Bob the Minion. Hello, 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 hello. I jumped into the AC Evo update. By the way, tomorrow I'm going to be covering AC Evo's update, 0.8. Now is at that point where I'm going to start getting very, very, very critical of AC Evo, because they only have 2 more updates before it's considered 1.0. Now, I know the argument is PMR launched at 1.0, but it's not the same thing. I know that it's just that it's a number, right? But the reality is that AC Evo has been in the public hands for a while now, and they are obviously progressing it, working. They're taking away features, they're adding things, blah, this, that, and the other thing. So what we're going to be getting with 1.0 for AC Evo is essentially what Kunos thinks is, with the beta testing community's help, they consider a finished game. We've only got 2 updates, so I am going to be critical of it. I will say though, the little bit of driving I did do in AC Evo today, I did notice some performance improvements, which is good, because that's my biggest complaint with AC Evo, is how it runs as a game, like just performance-wise, stable frame rate, things like that. So it does look like things were getting better. I just worry that 2 more updates is not enough to get that to be like a game that makes people want to play it. Anyway, Turtlewax, what's up? Cool Mod, it's crazy that we were just discussing about Gamer Muscle bashing other sims, and today Gamer Muscle just released a video bashing how cars on AMS2 doesn't drive like real-life cars. I'm not surprised. This is what I can say, right? I noticed that when I first got into the whole sim racing and then the streaming space with sim racing, let me turn this music down. I feel like I'm yelling. I feel like, you do, whenever you find like a new interest, or you really pursue an interest, you start just looking for all sorts of what everybody's talking about, things like that, blah, blah, blah. And I threw myself in pretty aggressively, and all I've been doing since I started is backing myself out. Stopped listening to people, stop watching people, stop reading things, just living in the moment and playing games, getting affiliated with as many component companies that I like as possible. And, I do want to start doing more like review style videos of tech, but, oh man, I don't want to go back to the days of talking to a camera by myself. Adil, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Just kind of pulling myself back from a lot of opinions that people have. Because obviously I have my own opinions that piss people off and people disagree with. But that's okay. Like, that's the thing. Gamer Muscle's thinking that. That's fine. I just don't have to listen to them. The more people have thoughts like that, the less I'm going to listen to them. That's the only consequence of having things like that. When I say things that people don't agree with, the more often I say things, the less people are just going to listen. And that's the consequence of having opinions. So, it is what it is, At the end of the day, we're all going to have our own echo chambers where it's just an assortment of people who all think the same way, and that's why everybody gets along. That's essentially what a community is. That's human nature. But, like I said, I think he's right about a lot of things, sim racing-wise, but I think he's wrong about a lot of real life things. But that's okay. That's okay. It's going on too bad. Going on, AJ? Yes, this new track is going to be across the platform. It's going to be in the mod hub, I believe. Could be sub-level updates, too. What do you mean by that? They've been, are you talking in between, like, say, 0.9 and then 1.0? They haven't done that yet. I mean, there's been hotfixes. Keep in mind, like, I don't consider a hotfix like an update. A hotfix is exactly that. It's a fix for an issue that was, like, game-breaking or really, really messing up an experience. But it doesn't move the needle towards, like right now, the game is missing reasons to play it. For me, the biggest reasons that AC Evo is not ready to be considered 1.0 is because whenever I jump in it feels good. It visually looks great. The frame rate's getting, like, I just tried Kilami today. Kilami is just like Sebring. Fantastic performing track. No frame rate drops. Super high frame rate, actually. I have to wonder if they are removing visual assets from the newer tracks that they may go back and remove from older tracks, because I did jump on Spa, Nords, and Watkins Glen, and they both have performance, or they all three, sorry, have performance issues still in Evo, where you'll get a super high frame rate, you'll turn a corner, you'll see a little bit into the distance, and you'll drop like 50 frames. You can't have a fluctuating frame rate like that. And that's not because, like, things are happening on screen, like a bunch of cars crashed and had to do a bunch of physics calculation. No, I mean, like, you just turn a corner and you see more of the track and that kills your frame rate. Put crushed ice in my drink today. I regretted overdoing ice cubes. Road cars, yep. I really want the road cars to be moddable. I doubt it. I doubt. Someone, huh? Eagles? Someone? Gee, I think I might know someone. Also, guys, I have a little poll in chat. What do you want most added to Project Motor Racing? We got cars, tracks, and features. Now, obviously, I didn't put things in there like bug fixes and things like that. Because, duh, those are obviously priority. Always. But I'm talking about ignoring any bugs in the game and just purely what do you want to see more of in the game? More cars, more tracks, or more features? Features could be modes. They could be features inside of modes. Whatever. Drinking Bloody Mary? Nah, too early. Although I am trying to drink less in general. Not even from like an alcoholic standpoint, from just a healthy standpoint. Trying to drink a gallon to a gallon and a half of water a day. That's been proving it's beneficial. Very beneficial for me, but it gets really aggravating when I have to take a piss every 20 minutes. What's my favorite class to drive in PMR? That's actually a very hard one to answer, Minion, because there's so many things I like in it. GT, GTO, GTE, and probably the Falcon, or Super GT. If we get more Super GTs, hopefully I can say more than the Falcon. Group C are my favorite cars. They're just, unless you only drive the Group C cars for a while, they can be quite challenging and frustrating. But I do like them. I'm pretty sure we're getting that as the Q4 DLC, Bob. Touring cars would be good, Craig. Yeah, even if we don't get a practice for ranked, as long as we can leave ranked. Because it's the same thing, you know. The ability to sign up for a race and then, like, just go fuck off and do something else while you're still registered for the race. Because right now, what the worst part, in my opinion, the worst part about, and there's a lot of things wrong with ranked, but the worst part about ranked is that you sign up for a race and you have to stare at the countdown screen. And if it's 15 minutes out, it becomes menu simulator. Whereas, at least if I could sign up for the race and then go, you know, single player, whatever I want to do, jump in a custom lobby, I don't know, something to, but I'm remain registered for the race. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Photo mode, Shadow? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I currently, like for me, a lot of my thumbnails, like for example, bring up some pictures here. Now, I was taking these pictures before. This is obviously all PC life. PC makes this a whole hell of a lot easier. Like, this picture, this picture, this picture, and this picture are all screen grabs using Steam by hitting F12 on the keyboard during a replay. So basically, I pause the replay, I click F12, it screenshots it, and then I save it, and then I'll just crop out like stuff like this, you know? I know it's working against the grain, but I do pride myself on my thumbnails being... I'm actually making my thumbnails and not using an AI-generated program to make thumbnails. Because I'll be honest with you, I hate that. I hate it so much. Let me find another one here. Mind you, my thumbnails suck. I'm not saying they're good. I'm just saying... Here's another screen grab. Another screen grab. Another screen grab. This one I actually really like. This is one of my favorite ones so far I've taken. I say I've taken, like with a camera. This is one of the thumbnails I've made with a screen grab. What else? Like this is a... Oh, no, not that one, sorry. Like this here. I must have deleted them because they said 2.0. Damn. Anyway, you get the idea. Oh my god. You're right, Bob. You're right. I didn't know until I read your comment. I forgot I wasn't... I hate my life. Let's pretend none of that, just the past 5 minutes didn't happen. Here we go. This is a screen grab. This is a screen grab. This is a screen grab. This one. This one. Oh. This one. This one. This is the one I was saying that I really like. Test tracks live. Good, good. Let's stop dancing around this. Let me read some of these comments quick here. Get the game booted up. All servers show as unresponsive. Hopes that helps the issue. Interesting. I haven't tried any of the online play yet in Evo. What's my favorite GT3 car in PMR? The Mustang. The Mustang. I only started using it again. I was the only one I used in the beginning when PMR first came out. And then it balance of power really started moving around a lot and just made the Mustang kind of like dog shit for a while. Now it's good again, but oh shit, I gotta turn that off. I turned my frame counter off. I was testing that with Evo. There it is, boys. Test center. Installation. Downloading. It's crazy how much longer it takes to download it through Mod Hub than it takes to just put the folder in your mod folder on PC. Obviously, the Mod Hub is designed to be super easy for modding, and it's also designed for console. But on PC, like, I could just put this track, or any track for that matter, in the mod folder, and it's there instantaneously. No download time. Installed. Got it. No livery updates today. All right. Let's close the game out here so we can shut the frame counter off, because I just don't want to stare at that. Over 700 megabytes. Constant people are going to hate that. Yeah. But here's the thing, Eels. Not my problem. Well, technically is on my PS5, but that's fine. I don't have any games really installed on my PS5. Just racing games. Only on 4% still? Yeah, it's internet life. What's going on, MPK? Hello, Fway. Welcome to the party, pal. Alright, let's just get a lobby going for the test track. Let's just jump right off the rip. We'll just go at it together. So far there's none up. Let's mute my music for now. What do I want to do? I think I'll explore with my GT3 Mustang. Did I use the blue? I want to go with the OG. That's the one I had. Alright, where the test track at? There it is. Test Centre. I cannot say it like that. I know it's supposed to be center. Alright, we got a lot here. Holy. Okay, so test center, racing layout, Italy. Ooh! This is the bankment. I want to say that either this portion or this portion is an embankment. Or is banked really, really, really aggressively. This is going to be shenanigans. This is the playground. So the playground is do whatever you want. Look at this shit. Donut area. Is blue a new livery? That's been there. That's in my, the part of my pack. There's only 2 of them. MS2's been great, Fway. Been great. Mornings, Only. What should we do? Should we actually do like a race layout? Or should we do the playground? I'll be honest with you. This one has my interest. The big needle route. Because it's this one, the racing layout. But instead of just chopping in here, you get the long sweeping embankment. I'm going to do this track first. Use mod. I'm pretty sure I got to enable the mods. We'll do a 10-minute quali, 5 laps. Everybody's got to learn, so. So we got we got some high horsepower in this one. Let's do this. Let's just do a random multi-class setup here. Is it me, but wouldn't it be better with some more proper tracks than this gimmick? I wouldn't call this a gimmick. It's a mod track. You did say that, Fogbound. I couldn't care less, though. My whole thing is this. I couldn't care less how fast anybody is in any sim. If I'm the slowest guy in the sim and I enjoy driving it, then I'm going to use it. If I'm the fastest guy and I enjoy it, I'm going to use it. But if I don't enjoy something, even if I'm fast in it, I'm not going to play it. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to turn the line on. I don't know where the hell I'm going, like at all. It's not even like I could say I turned the volume down too. I forgot I bumped this way up. Forgot I bumped that way up. Testing my new sound system here. Confirm, and go back. This. Let's see where this takes us. You'll have to wait till the next one, Trev. Don't worry. There's got to be a bunch of people that got to download it anyway, so. Let's turn. I got to set those by default. Oh shit, red chat, red chat. Don't look at chat! And that's why damage is off. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't even need to worry about other players. It does seem like Tracks, Sean, is dominating the poll so far. Yeah, this is where I need a Group C car. Oh, yeah. Here's the embankment. This is where GT3 is just not fast enough. I can't wait for the next update. I really hope they stick the landing on the next update, guys. I really do. I mean, I know you guys do too. But, like, I hate how much I enjoy playing this game that when it works. Because I can't... Like, don't get me wrong, AMS2 is the closest enjoyment I get to when I get the enjoyment out of PMR, comparatively speaking. But there's still... I don't know what it is that's still missing from every other sim that PMR has. It has to do with the driving. It's the driving. 100% the driving. Because it's not... Let's face it. Outside of the driving, PMR is still a very green infant of a sim. But, like, I noticed that when I was... Because I was really enjoying the Super GT in AMS2. And I'm waiting for the update. Because I said yesterday I'm going to do a comparison between Super GT, between PMR and AMS2. But I'm going to wait for the update first. I just don't feel like doing all of these, like, repeat things right after an update, you know? Yeah, it's content. It gives me something to do, but... Yeah, I'm sure JP1 probably does feel pretty good around here. In fact, I probably should have done... I'm going to take GT3s out of this and put JP1s in next. This was a mistake. It's just that there's not enough, at least in this layout, there's not enough racetrack for the speed of the GT3, in my opinion. But anyway, when I was driving the Super GTs, I really liked them, but I noticed when I jumped back into the PMR car again, it's the same problem. Suspension travel. There is just, this is PMR, I think, is the only game that I feel suspension movement. Well, for what it's worth, Trev, it's not the force feedback. Base game, yes. But right now, AMS2 with the Daniel Cart force feedback, I like better than PMR's force feedback. But it's technically not AMS2's force feedback. You'd have to use default or default plus in AMS2 to really, to be honest about comparing it to PMR. And in that case, I like PMR's better. But with Daniel Cart's force feedback, I do like the way AMS2 feels. I'm hoping, like, to go back up to Tool's comment up there about this track, modding is so important for a sim. Like, AMS2, I got reinvigorated with AMS2 from a modder's force feedback. My car's apparently still on track. Look at my car's crashing right now. Oh, PMR. Look at, look at, look at. My car's still on the track, crashing. Let me hit the brakes. Yeah, I hit the brakes and it stopped. Devs, if you're watching, add that to the list. I have no idea what to even run for fuel.
Stay focused. Take them off the line.
Actually, no, we're going to use the actual track lights. I guess not. Couldn't even see them. Yeah, I'm going to take the GT3s out of this. This is silly. They're just... Maybe on the smaller tracks they'll be fine, but on these... On this track, you need horsepower. We need to be able to do 200 miles an hour, not park ourselves at 175. Trying to be a little extra conservative and give more space than I really kind of need because I just don't know well enough where I'm going. So the last thing I want to do is go for an overtake and then crash us both. Oh! Yep. That's how it goes, Sean. That's how it goes. The biggest problem with Straight 4 right now is they're just understaffed when it comes to being able to QA. Testing, you know? Because, like, there are bugs that I find that I'm just like, how did no one see this one? Yeah, if we had some high horsepower cars right now, they'd be pretty cool. I didn't realize how big this test center was when I picked these cars. I would have never put GT3 in it if I knew that the distance in the straight was this long. It's actually a badass track. You just need more power to utilize this. They do, Alex. And the thing is that everybody's offered. It's not necessarily. It all comes from the top. All comes from the top. The thing about, like, being part of behind the scenes stuff, a lot of it, is it's a lot like Fight Club. Part of being in Fight Club is you can't talk about Fight Club. And there's a lot of people that wouldn't be able to do that. They would spill every secret nonstop. Five laps might have been a bit too much for this. Bit too much. Yeah, I'm not saying you aren't, Alex. I'm just saying they don't know you. They don't know anybody. So how do they know who to trust, you know? Well, it would have. That's the thing. It would have to be free of charge, or else they would just hire employees. You know. Always love tracks this scenic. Yeah, there's no doubt this is a good-looking track. I just. Oh, too bad. Oh no. Oh no, too bad. This is a modded track, Bob. Yeah, this is the new track that just dropped today. It's a mod. It's a modded track, just like High Rock. There's a bunch of different layouts for it, though. It's a pretty big one. I can see why it took up a lot of space. Because it's a big track. This isn't even the biggest layout. It's actually kind of crazy that this is not the biggest layout. What lap are we on? Yeah, we're on lap 3. By the way, I'm learning nothing. That's fine, though. Okay, so like I said, I'm learning nothing. Oh, there it is. All right, now I got something to do. Catch the BMW. You know, I used to, like, kind of laugh at the guys that have been sim racing a long time that put the wheel, like, right in their chest. But I don't know if you guys noticed, my wheel's pretty close to me right now. And I fucking love it. I love it. There is, like, zero shoulder fatigue whatsoever. My elbows are literally at, like, a 90. It feels so good on the arms. It looks goofy, but it feels so natural. Wish we weren't in the middle of a heat wave. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, but I've been doing that for a while, though, and honestly, though, I keep, like, sort of refining my position in the sim, I mean, and it constantly is changing. I've never driven like this, ever. I've never driven like that, obviously, but I'm saying this is the closest I have ever been. Like, my hands to my chest moving a steering wheel, and it is easily the most comfortable. And the more, honestly, I could probably bring it in more and it would be even more comfortable. My hands are probably 2 inches further forward before. It's how I played. And it was just as comfortable for maybe an hour or two. Mission accomplished. Let me ask you this, Starboard. Would you consider High Rock a straight 4-track or a modded track? Because so far, the only tracks we have that have been added that are fictional in this have been made by people at Straight 4. I mean, I'm just saying, if we can, if we want to split hairs, but, you know. Because if that's the case, then if this is considered like a straight 4-track, then so is High Rock. Because High Rock was made by a developer at Straight 4. And the same with his next track, Apex Nova. You know? I'm relaxed, Starboard. Did I give you the impression I was not relaxed? I'm just offering a debate. That's all.
Okay, mate. Final lap now. Keep your head
Up!
and let's get this race won.
You got real comfortable in that straightaway right there. At least this will give you your Mulsanne straight fix. Yeah. I do hope when we do get Le Mans, though, we get both layouts. Chicanes and no chicanes. Because I do like the chicanes for, you know, creating some dynamic. But at the same time, there's something, you know, intriguing about going that fast for that long. Now, obviously, if you're by yourself, it's boring. At least in a sim, obviously. But if you're door to door with a couple people, or even just one person, 200 miles an hour for a steady amount of time gets very intriguing. And by 200, I mean 200 plus. Although I don't know how many cars in this game can go 200 plus outside of Group C. But, modders, that's your calling. Eagles, time to mod Group C. Make Group C do like 250. We need some like super fictional type cars. Although that's not, 250 is not even fictional. It's just not what the cars did. Yeah, this was a mistake, guys. This was fully a mistake to run GT3. I mean, I have all 3 other classes. I'm going to sub out the Group 3. Or Group 3, well, I guess it's kind of Group 3. GT3 for JP1s next. Because this is not fast enough. All right, I like it. I like it. We just need more horsepower. Need more horsepower for that layout. Well, that's why the stream is called Let's Test This Track. Yeah, essentially, Slick, you're going to want to do max top speed and minimum rear wing. It'd be nice if we could adjust front downforce, too. I do hope they eventually implement front downforce. Let's set the car up a bit. So let's do this. Wing 0. Final drive. Oh. See what we can do. Technically I can do this too. Oh yeah. Alright, we're top. That's as much as we got. Hold on, hold on. Here we go. Alright, this car is going to handle like shit right now. But I'm okay with that. Because this is, we're going to even use the H pattern. Alright, H pattern primed. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Get that on screen so you guys can see how fast I'm going. I think I gotta bump up the force feedback for this car. Feels a little looser than I would like. Oh yeah, there it is. There's that rear wing, or lack thereof. As soon as you get on those brakes. Ten out of 10. Don't recommend setting the car up like this. I just did it for the sake of, I want to top this pitch out. This is it. It's the fastest car in this game, so, and it's geared to do as high a top speed as possible. 0 downforce on the rear wing, or what could be construed as 0 downforce. Oh, we're hopping. Oh, look how fast we're going already. That's a weird little. I wonder if I need some downforce. Notice it hopping? That is weird. I wonder if it's because it stops accelerating. I wonder if it's because it's got no downforce. Suspension's too stiff, and we got no downforce pushing the tires in the ground, so the tires are just constantly getting air in the back. Every bump we hit unloads it, or bounces it off the ground, I mean. Alright, let's lower the bump stops. Let's just see what happens. Do this too. 1 on the wing. Alright, so the bump stops are essentially eliminated. We got no bump stops. I like that the mountains have detail.
This lap is the checkered flag. Session is over.
If she's still doing it. Oh! If it's still doing it after this, I'll soften up the spring rate. Or maybe pull some compression out of it. And rebound. A little bit of both. Need to get the suspension or the tires to chase the road. My hand's already starting to sweat. Michael Jackson. Feels better already. Whoa! Hello! I'm gonna run out of time. Damn it!
Not ideal. No time was set. We'll be starting from the
I still think it's gonna do it a little bit, so I'll soften the dampening up a bit. And honestly, it feels like spring rate's too high. Oh shit, we gotta fix that. Devs! Devs! Alright, I had to get the brakes. I literally have to lay on the brakes right there because my car's crashing off screen. They're bias plies, Alex. So they got no, you know, when people talk about steel belts or anything like that, they got none of that. Rubber. Rubber balloons. Let's just make this bitch soft. Let's make this bitch soft. I'm gonna drive like ass.
Come on, mate.
You're good, Texer.
Let's start.
Oh, the wing doesn't go minus anymore, Trev. They made it just 0 as the minimum. Jesus, this thing's got power. Holy Christ. I'm trying to not do that myself. Hey, just take it, Tech. I'm not focused on racing, I'm focusing on just trying to top this car out. Yeah, a lot of values used to go minus that just stop at 0 now. Oh, there's that lack of any... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, stop moving.
Yellow flag. Watch out for debris.
Still doing it immediately. What is that? I wonder if I just need to put a lot of downforce in it. I mean, I could potentially yank some tire pressure out of it too. But... because I pulled all the spring rate out of it. There's barely any dampening of any kind, set to 1 all across the board. I can't even drive the car now. The car won't even attempt to hold the road. Alright, straight away now, let's see what we can do. I could raise it up, I suppose. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, I can't work with it. I'll experiment more with that later. Watch video of people trying to get the fastest top speed in the game. Yeah. What's going on, Andy? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, pal.
But I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine!
Fallujah, no update, just a new track. Test track released today. Yeah, exactly, bruh. Zero road holding of any kind. What's going on, Weir? Yep, doing well. Hopefully you are too. Next update, we're probably going to pick up evening streaming again for this game. So I'm thinking what I'm probably going to do is... I don't know, it depends. Like, if this... Bottom line is, this could... Like, I would pretty much only play PMR if there was player base, right? Even in its current state. The biggest thing that prevents me from playing the game is the lack of people playing it. So if that picks up after the next update, I could see me streaming this all the time, you know? Spend a lot of time going backwards, yeah. I don't know, Tom, if you're watching, I don't know if you are or not. Harry has a question. When's Apex Nova? When do you think Apex Nova's coming out? Because obviously you aren't going to be able to give an exact timeline anyway, but... Bench model can't handle it. It's quite possible, Fogbound. Because it just shuts off. It's smooth, hop, hop. It just doesn't know what to do. And every suspension change I made there didn't do anything, so... I was doing that, Fallujah. I was doing that. But the player base fell off too hard. And it became me staring at an empty open lobby, and I was just meh. You know? But you pair that with the actual problems with the game, and it becomes fatiguing, you know? I gotta turn those clouds off. I forgot to turn them off. Higher widget. We're gonna do the racetrack next. The actual racetrack. It could be the track. I'm thinking it could be the track. Because I've gone over 220 on Daytona without that happening. So it could be the track. I'll point it out to them and see if they can investigate and figure out what it could be. Or it could be the fact that I just jacked up the car with zero downforce and it needs downforce to not do that. Maybe it could be an unrealistic coding problem, but maybe getting rid of the downforce causes the problem. So bottom line is I've gone 220 in a default Sauber. So like we were doing 217 in fourth gear. I still had all of fifth gear to go and the suspension wouldn't let us get there. The car was loading up and unloading. You heard it. We'll try it again later. There's too many things here I want to test before getting to that. Actually, we'll wait for Texer, because Texer's driving a Sauber C9 as well. In fact, let's watch him. This is where, I will say, this would be cool to see if we can get some, like, telemetry for widgets and stuff like that for, oh my god, to be able to see what he does, like, top speed live. I'm getting a JP1. Yeah, I don't know if you were paying attention, Andy. But we're running into an issue where the car would get into fourth gear and start hopping and not accelerate anymore. Get to about 260 miles. Now, it could be the setup. It could be the fact that I tried to make it a top speed car. I pulled all the downforce out of it, and I made the gearing go as long as possible. But it wasn't running out of power. It was running out of grip in a bouncing way. It felt like, essentially, I was loading and unloading the tires, getting air. The same way if you go over bumps at a high rate of speed. The car wasn't able to accelerate. It wasn't a power issue. It was a lack of working suspension issue. It could be that I pulled all the downforce out of it. And it needs downforce to maintain the grip at high speeds. Because that's a real thing in real life. I don't think people realize, like, anybody who's ever chased top speed, you would think that you maintain grip up top at high speeds, like rear end, like your rear tires, but it's not the case. The atmosphere gets so hard to push through that your tires start spinning. So it's quite possible that's what's happening right there. That's a big thing in the bike world. Maintaining grip at a high rate of speed. Because you think, oh, well, I dead hooked in first gear. That's the hardest time it is to hook, but it's not. It is in a short race, but in top speed, you lose grip up top real fast. You either start pushing through the clutch or you push through the tire. Because the atmosphere is like you're trying to drive through a wall of pressure. So it's quite possible that by eliminating all of the downforce in the back, we're unable to maintain grip. And that's the way it's animated on the game. It's like it's hopping in and out of grip. The suspension changed to nothing. So I'm going to put the downforce back in it the next time I try it. Run a default car. I might just change the gearing, but that's it. Hold on. His looks pretty smooth. I checked it out a little bit, Fallujah. I didn't really watch it, but I checked it out. I saw the Panigale going around the track. But yeah, if you ever ever watch any videos where guys are going for like top speed runs, anything. I shouldn't say top speed, I should say land speed. It's probably the better terminology to use for what I'm talking about. You'll actually see a black mark, especially like for example, if it's a motorcycle, it's one tire obviously. You'll start seeing a black mark appear at a high rate of speed. The tire starts spinning up top. It's cool, Grumps. There's 4 different layouts. We've only done 1 layout so far. This isn't even technically the fastest layout. There's a longer one, too. Oh, Andy, before you go, there is an actual bug with this track. I did notice. In qualifying, when the qualifying session ends, and let's say you're on the track, for example, and the qualifying session ends, you can see that you're now officially seeing the pit. You can no longer drive the car, but your car is still registered on the track, so your force feedback is... Your car's crashing, essentially, and your force feedback is getting through. I can still control gas and brake, but there's no car on screen. Never seen that one before. Texer, what did you hit in the Saber right there? Well, you're on console, Bob. I'm on PC, so it could be PC-specific bug. Edit settings, track layout. So that was this guy. We got this one. Actually, let's go to the playground. Give you like 3 minutes, Eagles? Sure. That's funny. The playground doesn't register as a track. One turn. It's the whole thing. What's going on, Bran? Pause that for now. What do you got? Vote in chat, guys. What do you guys want to do? Which layout do you want to try next? We got 6 layouts here. Admittedly, I want to do this one the most. This is the racetrack. Keyboard stand came. Sweet. Go build it. Sim rig above all. First one. Then we got this one here, which is like looks like the longest one in terms of like highest speed. And we got this one, which is pretty close second. There's no big bank. We got this little guy. But we got the fun center here. This guy, which is what we just did. And then, of course, the playground, which is anything you want to do at all, in no particular order. So we'll do the racetrack for now. Now, this one I'm going to get in a JP1 for this track. I think C9 is the most powerful car in the game, let alone Group C Texer. Let me see. Yeah, you have, where is it? I'll show you in a second here when I ready us up. All right, he's in. You have, closed captioning on. It's always been there. It's always been an option, but it's off by default. So it might have somehow got turned on. I forget where it is in the options. It happened to me once. It got randomly turned on, and it was never on. I was like, well, this is new, but it wasn't new. It's always been there. It's just, it's somewhere in the options. Vote in chat for all you watchers. Vote in chat. Oh, my chat's like, thing's bugged. Let me refresh the stream. Or the YouTube, I mean. Alright, what do you want most added to Project Motor Racing? Cars, tracks, or features? Features is closing the gap. It was dominating with tracks. Cars, people don't seem to care, which I technically agree with. Of those three, I think cars are the least important. I personally think features are more important than tracks, but more tracks is definitely more important to me than cars. Let's just leave this thing alone. Just go for a drive. Oh, I forgot to turn the damn clouds off. It'd be cool if they do what AMS2 did and, you know, do add a couple different Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 NASCAR. That would be cool. But we don't have any oval tracks is the problem, so without the tracks, the cars are useless. Yeah, you could race NASCAR on any track, but from an authentic standpoint, you need some ovals. You need Pocono, Need the full the tri layout, tri-oval layout of Daytona. I don't know why we don't have that in general. Can't be that hard to imagine to just code in, you know. I'm sure it's low priority, obviously, but yeah, I'm in a JP1 right now. Maximum carnage for the Bristol track. Oh, shit! Yeah, this is my own livery. Just streetcar livery. This one was just, like a charcoal gray with my banner on it. That's all. Very basic. I have a blue one like this, too. Although I noticed that John pointed it out, for some reason, the checkerboard interior door panels. Is it like that on all of them, or is it just this livery? Because that might be a livery edit that needs to get fixed. I have to look on one of the other liveries. Because that checkerboard shouldn't be there. You know what I'm talking about? On the door frames? Or door panels, I mean. Are you on controller or wheel, Bob? You're on controller. The no TC cars can be challenging. Ugh. Yeah, it's just practice. Gotta be on maintain throttle control, that's all. Yeah, I'll show you. Oh, so it's on all of them? Got it. I don't think they're supposed to be there. I'm pretty sure that's a texture issue. Thanks for checking, I appreciate it.
Checkered flag this lap. Wrap it up.
Don't tell me what to do. All right, bathroom time. Alright, so I know what the bug is. I know what the bug is. With the wheel doing weird shit. if you don't finish qualifying, so you don't cross the finish line and put the car back into auto drive, your car will remain on track delivering force feedback. Even though you can no longer drive your car or visibly see you driving your car, you still have control of the actual car that you cannot see. But it's only if you don't finish qualifying. Just a new test track, Igor. Same game, just a modded in track. Update is not out yet. That's what I can't wait for. Track's cool, but I can't wait for the update. All right, boys, here we go. You see, like, the checkerboard? Shouldn't be there. At least I don't think it should be there. Uh-oh. You messed it up, Eagles. You blew it. You blew it. Yeah, John, I caught a little bit of it this morning. Eagles killed me.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag.
Car telemetry will be cool. I agree. Would be cool. I would vote in my own as features personally, then tracks, then cars. That's excluding bugs. That poll is not listing bugs for a reason because those are obviously, you know, ultimate priority. As long as it's spiders, let me kill all the spiders. HK, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I like this hairpin. Oops! This is the one I got to figure out that turn. I'm way too gentle through it, but I don't trust it. Do they care about bugs, Fogbound? Obviously, they'll harass you for anything, but...
And hit the pace car! Hit the pace car! Hit the pace car! What for? Because you hit every other goddamn thing out there! I want you to be tough!
I just do not understand that sweeper right there.
Final lap. Almost there now. Keep focused.
I like this layout a lot. Except for this sweeper. Just because I can't figure it out. I just want the racing line to be bindable. Meaning I can turn it on and off on a button without having to worry about going into my options and turning it on or off. If I find myself needing the line for whatever reason, click it on, use it for a sec, then click it off, and not have to worry about, like I said, like the way this is, having the line specific to a button bind. Eagles, you didn't post a lap. Brother, what's going on? What I found, though, in a lot of sims, though, with the brake line only, is that it ends up being half the line anyway, because you're mostly turning. So anytime there's any deviation from a straight line, the line appears again. So it's not really a whole lot of elimination of line. All right, I'm gonna make some lobby changes. I gotta turn the clouds off. I want to turn the line off.
That's P1.
Oh, Eagles spited me, and he posted a faster lap time just because I said he hadn't posted a lap time yet. Alright, I think I want to get in a hooligan car now and try out the test center. Let's try out the test center. Like the... Well, obviously you're trying to test center. I mean, like the whole thing. Right here. Playground. The playground. What cars do I have on here? I want to get in the, Alright, no one's used an LMP yet, so let's do this. Lobby's open, boys. This is what I'm talking about. There's a shit ton of viewership today, obviously, for a new track. And I understand people are working. But, like, even during the day before, we could fill a lobby up. At random. I wouldn't need to plan it or anything like that. I could just throw a lobby up when I'm streaming. And just, boom, 20 people right in. No problem. That's the biggest thing that hurts me with this game right now is the... I mean, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against racing with 5 people or whatever. I don't care. That's not a big deal. But it's the point that... lack of players. Yeah, I do. I find that I have better viewership on the morning slot. Well, morning slot. And usually better participation in the evening time. Like 11 p.m. Dano, let me know when you're in. This is going to be purely a hooligan setup. So I got practice out because I honestly don't know. I don't know how this is going to work from a race standpoint because there's no laps. Like there's no... It's wherever the hell you want to go, wherever you want to go. I don't even know if... I'm curious if it gives me a line, honestly. All right, he's there. I'm very curious if it gives me a line to follow or not. The problem with small things like being requested in the Discord and stuff, like the line stuff, I agree with it, but they just have so much to do, you know. And a lot of the little things can be done in probably 5 to 10 minutes, coding-wise. But it's just, that's 5 to 10 minutes away from real problem fixing, you know. Come on, next patch, boys. Really hope they fucking stick the landing. I really do. You never know that if they're going to stick the landing until it goes public and everybody has to get online and, you know, all that jazz. You never know. You never know. They're all probably a 5-minute coding job. That's the thing. It's just, again, it's 5 minutes away from... Alright, so the line's pulling me this way. I'm curious what the track layout is for the line. Yeah, exactly, Eagles. Brakes? Are you telling me to use the brakes line? This is what I'm talking about with the line. The line's telling me to slow down. I am to the boards right now, boys. I haven't let off throttle yet. And the line's been telling me to drive the car differently. I don't know why. Where's the line telling me to go? What?
Yellow flag, yellow flag. Watch out for debris on the track.
Okay. So there is a line you have to follow. And if you don't follow the line, you get thrown back into the pits. That's interesting. What the fuck? All right. I wonder if that's a bug. Because the playground's supposed to be do whatever you want. What the fuck? Yeah, well, from my understanding said, the playground is supposed to be, you can go wherever you want and do whatever you want. That's the whole point of the playground. But I didn't follow the line, and it just put me back to the pit. Another one, see? I mean, this was a practice session. You should be able to drive wherever you want in this layout. That's happening now. I'm so confused. Oh, okay. That, ironically, Ryan and Andy, you just commented too. You got to turn penalties off. Got it. Note to self. Note to self. Turn off penalties. I figured that would have been like a maybe a forced off thing for this layout, but either way, it's not that hard to do. Just got one more thing you got to remember to do, though. That's all. So remember that, guys. If you're going to run the playground layout, turn penalties off. Because there is apparently a layout. Like a line, like a track line to follow. Well, that just means then for this particular one, we have to follow the line. So turn your line on, boys. If you don't have the line on, turn the line on. Because you're going to need it. So we'll do this one again. we immediately find a track where the full green line is useful. Right? We were just bitching about how we want the green line off. And now we immediately found a track where it's mandatory to have the green line on. So remember, guys, before we got a qualifying session first here, because that was practice. Remember, turn on your line, or else you're screwed. Mountains look really good. I'm curious if I do this, will the mountains blur? Yep. The mountains blur. One more reason to not run depth of field. Depth of field looks so bad. That looks so bad. Turn that back off. All right, we gotta remember the next braking zone. We gotta go right. Can't ignore it. Oh, you're gonna get DQ'd. Oh. So for future reference, the changes we're going to make for when we do the playground is basically going to be practice session only. Do like a 15-20 minute session, whatever. And no penalties. I feel like that's probably Eagles. It does kill the immersion, I agree. But you need it on for this particular scenario. Like, you actually need it on in this particular scenario. It is not a suggestion. This would be a good memory skill race. You're right, Bran. It'd be a very good memory skill race. Oh my. That curve is like the. So far, that particular turn, I can't figure out. It starts off like a very, very shallow, weak bend, and then it gets sharp at the last second, and that just messes my brain up. My dumb brain don't work.
Stop it!
Ugh. I feel like we haven't done shit with this track yet, and we were going live for 2 hours. 2 hours in already, and we haven't done shit. You can't, Bob. The next update, you'll be able to. The next update, Bob, you will be able to... We will have join in progress. You'll be able to join in practice and in quali. Trust me, that... The only reason I'm even streaming PMR dedicated today is because of the test track. I don't really plan on really returning to this game from like a quantified streaming standpoint until we get the next update. I will be testing Evo 0.8 tomorrow, Harry. On stream. That'll be tomorrow's stream. Friday stream, all AC Evo. I'm going to be critical tomorrow because we're getting to the tail end of what they're considering a completed game with all of the beta testers of people. So, time to get critical.
Come on, mate. Nail this stop.
Fucking Eagles, man! Eagles made me jump. What the f...
Yellow flag. Slow down. Don't overtake.
I never understood why going straight was always such a hard task in sim racing. You know, for the amount of road racers that talk shit to guys who go straight professionally, you guys make driving in a straight line look fucking impossible. Very nice. Too bad. Very nice. Jump in the next race. Not a whole else I can do in that situation, Jack. Perfectly executed. I'm starting a new lobby. I'm not waiting around. I don't know why I can't quit this. There we go. Yeah, I'm not waiting around. I'm starting a new lobby. This time we're turning penalties off. Penalties off. All right, 15-minute practice session. Join back up, everybody. Anybody who was in that lobby and who was listening to me, quit and join the new one. Because I'm not sitting around waiting for that shit to end. Alright. Most people joined in already, so here we go. You don't remember the Aussie V8s being... They've always been fun, Trev. These things are some of the best cars in the game. Super GTs are awesome. They're a lot of fun in AMS. That was actually, of all the cars I drove yesterday, I was having the most fun. Like, when I was off stream, I jumped back in AMS2 last night and drove around in the Commodore. And just beat the hell out of it. Super GTs are awesome. This is a 15-minute practice session. No damage or penalties. We need no penalties on so we don't get the bullshit. So yeah, this is a free-for-all. This, guys, right here is quite literally do whatever you want and get away with it. Actually, you know what? Let's turn damage on. Because you can go back to the pit. There we go. Damage is on now. Because all you got to do is when you do get too much damage, you just return to pit and then drive back out again. It's not a race, so it doesn't matter. Can't wait for the next update. They need to stick the landing. Ah. W's in chat for wanting them to stick the landing. L's if you want them to crash and burn. Oh, hold on. Goodbye, lime green bullshit. Also, I don't got an e-brake. The Forza in me just came out, and I reached for my e-brake, and I remembered theirs doesn't do anything. Nothing there. Yeah, that's right, I'm professional. Told ya. Oh god, that just ripped out of my hand. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. It's just pushing the inside tire. Jesus Christ.
Watch out for debris.
I'm ramming someone. I gotta go find Eagles. I gotta go take Eagles. Oh, I should have looked at tire temp. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Alright, who can I... Oh, I see them. I think I see them. Nope, that's just a sign. Son of a bitch. Alright, where's the playground? Alright, here we go. Drift time. Car's got too much grip. Damn. Let's try third. Damn, this car's got too much grip. It does, dude, as soon as you come out of the throttle to try and maintain a slide, it just re-grips up. These tires get like a buff and I don't know about it. The tires are way too grippy. I can feel them turn into gel underneath the car. Let's see how hot I can get them. I want to get 300 out of them. Use wets? Good idea. Good idea. Good call. Good call. Oh, wrong way. You could tell I'm a seasoned Forza Horizon driver.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag.
Yeah, this will be a little bit better. They still might have a little too much grip, but that seemed to be a little better. Oh shit. Hit the wrong button. Still too much grip. They might even have more grip. Next patch. The only way you can prevent it from bogging back down is to stay floored, but then you have to get lucky with the slide.
Yellow flag. Slow down. Don't overtake.
Ah, there's those collision physics. It's gonna be in the next update. It's gonna be in the next update. If it isn't, that's a massive fuck up. At this point, even a slightly buggy joint in progress is better than no joint in progress. The phasing. Oh, where's Too Bad? What's Too Bad in? Where's Too Bad?
Yellow flag. Slow down. Don't overtake.
Oh my god. Cut him off a Coyote Pass!
Son of a bitch!
We need collisions. We need better collisions. That was the best one yet.
There's a yellow flag. Repeat. Yellow flag.
For what it's worth, though, I actually agree. Oh my god, here we go. Yep, there it is. For what it's worth, in real life, here we go. In real life, trying to drift on competition tires is actually very hard to do. You don't want a tire that grips up. Oh! Trying to drift on drag radials was a nightmare compared to drifting on a street tire.
Yellow flag. Slow down now.
Alright, I gotta stop driving into people. Collisions are making me want to throw up. Alright, hold on.
5 minutes remaining.
Wreckfest night would be fun. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do a Friday night Wreckfest. I do miss Wreckfest, man. It's just so good. Full stop, I do believe it is one of the best simulators on the market right now. Wreckfest 2, anyway. It needs to come out on full release on console and stuff, too. Because I would be all about getting more into Wreckfest, too, if it was crossplay. Yes, sir. You absolutely can join. I haven't started the league yet. I'm debating if I want to run the AMS2 league at nighttime or daytime. Because I want to do a PMR league post next patch. Once we have join in progress on some important features. And better collisions.
There's a yellow flag. Yellow flag.
But I'm on the fence, though, because I had so much fun with the Commodore in AMS2, because I was going to do a Formula 1 league, because that's where I think AMS2 kind of shines. But there's some hidden gems in AMS2 that drive phenomenally. What is your time zone? Like, when are you typically available? Eastern Standard Time. Which, right now, it's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard. Oh, he's gonna run me down. Maybe not. He's only probably got like 5 miles an hour on me. Yeah, let's do a drag race. AMS2 days, PMR at night. Not a bad way to do it. Oh! It was working as of this update. I just need to find myself a car to slip. Oh, here we go. Game of chicken. Ha! Wait, doesn't that make me the chicken, though? Shit. All right, let's practice drag racing. Actually, I think I have a better idea. Return to pit. Do this. Drag race. Alright, let's try drag racing it now. Put more gear in it. That was too much spin.
Watch out for debris.
All right, line up. It's over there.
Flag this lap. Wrap it up.
This lap? What lap? Bob. Oh, it doesn't let you abuse the pits. AI takes over. That'll get you DQ'd. All right, let's do a race next. That was fun, but we need like a full lobby of like 32 people for that. I'm stuck. I can't go back out. I got DQ'd for driving into the pits backwards. Yeah, jump on in. Gamepad. What do I want to drive? What do I want to drive? I think I want to get back in the Sauber. Leave the downforce in it. Any of you guys want a different car to drive? Yeah, collision should be a lot better next update as well. Or the drifting layout. Oh, that's just a short one. Yeah, we just did the full guy. I want to do the full one just because I want to do a little more practice on top speed. Anybody who wants to get in, now's the chance. Jump on in. Alright, let's experiment with this Sauber. Let's go back to default setup and just drive that. Well, default, I'm going to do default setup, and I'm just going to increase the final drive and then fifth gear. And see if I can just top this thing out without bouncing suspension bullshit. Damn, PC players are out in full force right now. Console players only got 2 of them. Big Set and Track Pilot. Everybody else is on PC right now. I mean, for what it's worth, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Means there are people on standby ready to play. That's how I view that. When I see a bunch of PC players on, when like something drops in the game, that tells me there are people on standby ready to try and come back to the game. All right, we're not going to touch downforce. We're just going to do final drive. And okay, we'll drop them all one click just so we don't lose any momentum on the shifts. All right, here we go. Alright, so it's not doing it, so it is downforce related. So let's return to the pit. We'll go one click down on the downforce. We're going to keep clicking down until the vehicle starts going all sorts of bullshitty. Try 4. Whoa, hello.
Yellow flag, slow down, don't overtake.
Oh. Oh, what the hell? I think I destroyed my car. Weird. The Aston 218, nice. Oh, we got the disappearing wipers again. $220. $21. $22. We're just out of power. I'll pull more downforce out of it. Actually, I got a better idea. This might fuck it up. But if this game operates correctly, this will work to a degree, and then it'll start going the opposite. GTE is, I don't believe, is part... Oh my god, I can feel that tire pressure. I don't think GTE is part of the season pass, though. The Falcon is free. The Falcon's free. But I think the GTE is completely separate from the season pass. I think that was a pre-order only thing.
Yellow flag.
Fogbound, I've been preaching how easy it would be to make a mode for drag racing without spending any real time on it. They could just add a tree to this, a section with a tree. No longer straight going this way, boys. I think I can convince them over time, though, Fogbound. I truly think I can convince them to give us some mode to drag race. It's not going to be some crazy thing, but I already told them they don't even need to change the physics. None of the cars need to change for drag racing. 224. Yeah, she slows down as soon as we go into 5th. Oh, God. I broke it. All right, so let's do this now. Vehicle setup. The gearing is not working out, so let's go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's lower that. We don't have the power to use all the gear anyway, so there's no point in making it that long.
Yellow flag, yellow flag. Watch out for debris on the track.
This is going to be the way to do it. Oh, I don't think I'm doing it this round. So my suggestion was to have Tom, who makes a lot of the dev there, who makes his own custom tracks, give us a 1 mile track, a 1 mile layout, right? Or at least a race layout. And the grid, you know how you go into this track and you pick the layout? It's just eighth mile, quarter mile, half mile, mile. 4 layouts. Same track, same geo, everything is the same. Pick any class of car, have up to like maybe 10 spots to line up. Use the default tree in the game. There's not a whole lot that would go into it. It would actually be very, very easy to do. It's just, it's not a priority, so I get it. But it would be very easy to do. Well, that's why gamepad you would pick the layout. Like if you picked, like how you pick the layout of the track, right? It's the same map, but you pick the layout, and that's what your layout is. Well, you would do that in the menu option. You would pick eighth mile, quarter mile, half mile, mile, and you would race that distance in a straight line. And until you change the layout, it would only ever be the finish line is at the eighth mile, finish line is at the quarter mile, etc. You know? Nope, can't do 1. So that's what it is. So once you go to 1 or 0 on the arrow, the car no longer has the grip to accelerate. So 2 is the minimum. I see what you guys are saying about the finish line. I get it. Yeah, that was an old bug that came back, DRC. That bug was in the game a while ago, then it went away for a while. And it only does it randomly. It hasn't done it until this particular race. Son of a bitch. Oh well, let's try it anyway. $225 with the Aston? Alright, I gotta be 225 right now. I don't think I'm gonna.
Yellow flag, yellow flag. Watch out for debris on the...
Alright, I think we gotta go back to, Let's try. We gotta get this done. We gotta pull this off without being taken damage. One of us was going in the wrong direction and it wasn't you. I just gotta beat Sed's 225. But I gotta turn around first to do it. We hit 225 right there. Don't hit the wall! Oh shit. Hey look, it's my wing. Son of a bitch! Alright, I'm gonna have to just do it differently then. Let's get more road this way. Going against the cars is too difficult. Here we go. World record. World record. Great minds and all that shit. World record. Oh, look at that cute little JP1 car. Look at that cute little JP1. You said 230. All right, I'm not gonna be able to do 233 or through 232. I got right there. I got right there. Is it damaged? Because I'm just parked at 225 when I hit 231 before. Negative ride height? You know what? That's not a bad idea, actually. Let's just put this thing on the ground. All right, bitches on the ground. Probably gonna have bump stop issues now, though. All right, it's gonna be our last good one. I almost just got ended right there.
Yellow flag. That's the yellow flag.
I don't get it. Why does it randomly go faster right there? Did you notice that? It randomly goes faster going up the embankment. It gets stuck at like 227, 228. You go up the embankment and it shoots up. Be cool if it logged top speed, since that's all what we were doing. What'd the 787B do? Geek. All right. Different layout now. Let's do number 4. Everybody keeps telling us to do number 4. Number 4 it is. Oh, I know. I know what I want to do. GTOs, I think, have the best capabilities of drifting. Pick your car, you got a minute. Oh no, we lost Eagles. I think personally the GTOs have the best drift physics. In the game anyway. If there's going to be a single class of car that I could pull off a drift, I feel like it's going to be the Cougar. Oof. I got about a half hour left in me. I want to try and cover the other layouts too. We'll get it figured out. Oh, that ain't the way, though. I hear you. That's why I gotta get off. Oh, and someone asked me earlier what sound system I got. I got a Klipshaw Flexus 200 soundbar. Klipshaw rear speakers. And they're the 12-inch sub. For immersion when I'm not streaming. That and the butt kickers makes for a good time. Alright, I gotta start in second. The shift to second gear kills it immediately. I'm just gonna have to clutch kick it in second. Second. Whoa, hello. Alright, clutch kick. Alright, too much.
Yellow flag. Be careful.
PMR does not make it easy, that's for sure. Car's got too much grip to drift. Alright. I'll try the clutch kick on the ground instead of the paddles. I know what to do. I know what my problem is. Oh, wow. That might work. That might work. I needed more gear in second, and first is too short. That might work. Oh. I need to go a little shorter. Or longer, I mean. You wound right out. God damn. This game makes me feel like I've never kicked a car sideways before. Oh, I finally had one started.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag.
Oh. Jesus. The force feedback snaps the wheel back so fast and hard. I feel like I gotta turn down my force feedback to try and do this. Because it's designed to keep me gripped up. The force feedback, I mean.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Watch out for debris on the track.
Set steering ratio to 5. Alright, let's try that. Does anybody have any pre-made drift setups in this game, out of curiosity? What am I doing? You for the RX-7? Oh, it's going to make it a lot easier for sure. I had to do way less steering right there. That definitely make it easier.
Yellow flag. Be careful.
So you recommend wet tires as well? Wet tires? I'm still fighting grip. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, let's balloon those things up. Give us as much front grip as possible. Alright, so we're on wets, the rears are balloons, they're overpressured. Yeah, and the rear and the fronts have minimum pressure. Oh! And cut the wheel hard enough there. God, I suck at this. I suck at this. It pains me that I can do this so much easier in real life. I've never been understood drifting in video games. What is the go-to for drifting? Assetto Corsa OG? Dude, this makes me feel like I've never driven a car before. I'm just trying to drift the car. I don't need either of those. Oh boy. This must be hard to watch. Well, the Forza Motorsport? I've never tried drifting in Motorsport. Only Horizon. Ugh. It is so difficult to find the happy middle ground.
You're overdriving, mate. Your tires are getting too hot.
Shut the fuck up, Bob.
You need to back off a bit for a lap or two to bring them right back in the window. There's a yellow flag. Repeat, yellow flag.
Are you ready to drag race, bitch? There's no way to let him know what I want to go. Alright, I'll give you the hit, Flay. Just take off whenever you want. I got faith. Oh, my second gear is too short. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'm going back to the pit and changing my gearing back. What the fuck is going on here? What is happening? I guess race is over. Can't drive back out anyway. That was just a clusterfuck. I'm not gonna lie. How much time's left? We're going to do one more race next. We're going to actually do a race. And then I'm done. But I don't know why I'm like stuck here. Alright, everybody abandon this lobby. I'm not waiting around for whatever the fuck. We're doing an actual race right now. I want to do a fun race. Kill this music. Get my brain to focus. Let's do GT70s. Here, let's do this. Not gonna be multi-class. I can only do 16 for that one. Got it.
Two Porsche P cars, four back, two of them.
Do the actual race, this one here.
Two back now, two of them. They're racing
Yeah, you're gonna have to be in Discord with me to make that work. Need that, but all right, join the new lobby. This is gonna be my last race of the day, and I want to do this one for reals. For reals. GT70. Oh, let's pray for the next update to be good, boys. We need it. For this game, anyway. I feel like I'm so mentally invested in the PMR. And I don't need to be. I just like the game. Look, it's painful when they, like, things just don't go how you want them to go, you know? Alright, so the poll looks pretty close to tied between tracks and features. 167 votes. 167 votes. 13% say cars. 43% say features. 44% say tracks. Yeah, the other one would be good for racing too. I agree. But this is the actual racetrack, so we'll do this one. More real-world clues, please? What do you mean? So, once the next patch hits, I'm thinking PMR might be a nighttime stream game again. Because nighttime works a lot better for the over-the-ponders. And a lot for the, even America, honestly. Or that's why you're positive. Yeah, the biggest problem, Eeks, is that they're just understaffed. They're understaffed, and it's a money thing, and that's just how business works, you know? You gotta sell the games to make the money, and I wish Giants would just throw, because Giants has got a lot of money. I wish Giants would just throw the kitchen sink financially at Straight 4 so they can hire the staff so they can just crush this game. Because this whole, like, you know, milking everything, it's dragging it out when it doesn't need to be dragged out, in my opinion, anyway. I'm not a business person, though. I might have one, but I'm not a businessman. Trying this without the line for the first time. A fun little car for this track. Me likey. This is the turn that kills me. I'm either super slow or I crash. Oh, neutral's not where I want to be, though. Yeah, but you would think with all the money they've made from Farm Sim and having that monopoly, they could gamble a little bit. Because that's essentially what PMR is for them, is a gamble. And the thing about gambles is nobody wins in gambling by milking it. It's taking big chances and getting lucky.
There's a yellow flag. Yellow flag.
Well, that sucks. I got really confused right there. Glauco, you gotta tell them that, not me. I don't make any decisions for this game. I just play it. Well, when it comes to making the money back, Eagles, you never know until you try. Never know until you try, unfortunately. But either way, regardless of how they get it done, Grade 4 just needs more people. Like, it's quite obvious. It's not like it's just some kind of insider information or anything like that. Like, it's obvious. You know, they need staff. Staff requires getting paid. Or they need a lot of pro bono intern level employees that are decent at what they do. Other than that, it's funny though, as much as I love AMS2, I go to play AMS2 and I find all sorts of like problems with it. They're not as in your face as some of PMR's, but like look at the short I just put up yesterday. That was AMS2. Look at it. This is AMS2 yesterday. Dude, he's gone now, and now he's gone. No, he's right there. Oh my God. Dude, this is like a horror movie. There. I can't. Different game, same shit.
Unfortunately, there's no time on the board. We'll start from the back. You will need to get your elbows out.
Like, my whole thing is that, all right, the guy's obviously got a bad internet connection. Why is there not something in play? Like, why is he still connected to the server? Clearly, the game is interpreting him very sporadically. It doesn't know where he is fully. So why not just boot him from the race? Disconnect him. All right. Good luck. Have fun. Don't die.
Let's get a good launch. Focus on those lights.
I'm gonna go off the main game lights. I tried to get skinny. I couldn't get skinny. Keep going into neutral. All right. I did the same shit.
Yeah, you gained an advantage there. You've been instructed to keep the time back. Slow down now and let any cars pass. Okay, mate. Good to go now.
I'm checked out.
Yellow flag. Be careful.
I hate this turn. Like, I just realized I fucking hate this turn. Like, it pisses me off how much I hate that turn. It's disgusting. My brain just completely short circuits and has no clue what to do going around that bend. Yeah, but when you don't know where you're going at all on a completely custom-made track, I'd rather stare at a line and get around the track like I have any idea how to use my eyes. Checked out. Over it. Ran out of patience. Ran out of talent. Farm sim. Let's cut the grass. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. That's it for me, folks. I'm tired. I got shit I gotta do. I'm checked out. Cool track. That was fun. Let's hope the next update really moves the needle for this game. You know, fixes problems, fixes collisions, gives us joint in progress, gives us things we need, you know? But for now, that's it, folks. I'm done for the day. Tomorrow, I'll be back with AC Evo. Testing out AC Evo. What's this AMS2 update bullshit? Today, we got a hot fix. What's the hot fix for? What's the hot fix for? Look at that. We got an update July 4th. Now it's the 9th. We got a hot fix. No game is immune to hot fixes. They're good. You welcome them. What did we get? General. Fixed erroneous qualifying rules displayed in event setup with creating multiplayer lobby with the game client. All right. Physics. Added default intermediate tire option for LMP and GT205 class. 2005 class. Slightly reduced cold tire effects for GT1, GT1 2005, GT2 2005, GT4. Cold tire. Okay, so they made the cold tires have more grip. I assume that's what that means. Minor adjustments to GT and prototype wet tires. Okay. Spiker GT or Spiker C8 GT2R, slightly reduced center of gravity height. Minor adjustments to default differential setup. The Gillet, however you say it, Vertigo, corrected engine rev band to 7200, slightly reduced center of gravity height, minor increase to rear wing baseline downforce. McLaren MP412, fixed physics glitch issue with the HD variant. All right. AI, added AI wetline for Road Atlanta 2005, Le Mans 2005, and Le Mans Bugatti. Various adjustments to AI fuel and pit stop threshold, blah, blah, blah. Minor adjustments to AI overtaking and lateral rate thresholds for GT classes. Reduced AI throttle application scalars for wet weather and Formula GTs and prototypes, classic features, blah, blah, blah. AI calibration pass for Gillet Vertigo Strife. Audio Milano GT55, adjusted internal engine sound. Vehicles, fixed damage models and collisions for panos, yada, yada. Chilean GTR and added RPM LEDs. Cool. I'll take it. Free shit, right? Anyway, boys, tomorrow, AC Evo. We'll be reviewing 0.08 or 0.8, sorry. And we'll be seeing what that's all about. And hopefully it's better, because I'm going to start critiquing that game real hard as it approaches its final form. So anyway, boys, that's it for me. I will see you all tomorrow at 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, you all have a good day. Peace.